to making with jive, boy. Say shout. When it hits you, yes, indeed. Yes, yes, you shout. When it hits you, yes, indeed. Yes, when it hits you, yes, indeed. Yes, yes, you shout. When it hits you, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, you holler. Yes, 1, 2, 3, do it.
Yes, sir. We're officially back at it. This is not Boog Nice, but he's around. He's going to join us just shortly. This is episode 90-something of the A.C.B.A. podcast. How's everybody doing today?
Doing great. Feeling good. Looking good.
I mean, we wouldn't know that because your cam's not on, dude.
Yeah, I'm not about to do that.
Okay.
How's everybody's week going?
Pretty good, pretty good. You know, the usual. I don't think I really got too much new, but you know, that's a lie. I got a couple things. But we can talk about that, you know, towards the end of the show. How you guys doing?
Yeah.
Been good. How's everybody's week been? Just good?
Yeah. No complaints here.
Yeah, it's been quite an end to February. I always forget that it's like not a full month, and when like it goes from 28 to 1st, I'm like, what the fuck happened? Did I sleep for like 3 days? What's going on?
Why is it rent like $100 cheaper just for this month?
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, come on, man. We lost like a good solid 4 days.
Right?
Yeah, it's
they got to drink heavily for that kind of thing.
Oh my god. Yeah, February always sneaks up on me, and especially in the paycheck department. It really sucks, but what are you gonna do?
Oh yeah.
But today's show is gonna be crazy short. Everybody, not really a huge news week. Usually this is how it goes. Like the weeks after Toy Fair, everybody just basically just plays all their cards at Toy Fair. I mean, why would they not? Honestly. So the following weeks are usually a little sparse. Pardon me, but we figured a short show is better than no show, so we're gonna strap in and just go for it.
We're gonna strap it on and get it popping.
So today's topics are Dragon Ball SH Figuarts and Figurized figures, this 30th anniversary Dragon Ball set, Mezco, Marvel Legends, Mafex, and pickups. It's gonna be crazy short, and then we're just gonna get right into it. Of course, if stuff pops up, we'll just go ahead and sprinkle it in as well as we always do.
If anything, this will be a very fan interactive episode because you know we're gonna fill a little bit of time.
Hell yeah, for sure. All right, so
you know what? There was one topic I wanted to put on here that I completely forgot.
So,
I wanted to discuss our thoughts on everything going on with Captain Marvel right now.
Oh yeah,
it's a huge thing right now, man. It's like taking over the fucking net. I just saw some of our closest friends on Facebook today at each other's throats.
I saw that,
yeah. Yeah, man.
I'm completely out of the loop.
Oh, man.
I have been in a torrent of work the entire week, so I have no idea what's going on in the internet space. So,
not too plugged in this week.
Yeah, I'm off the grid, baby.
Oh, okay. Living down in Papua New Guinea or something.
What's up?
You living down in Papua New Guinea?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you're living the Survival Man episode of The Office, but it's every day.
You see, your pant leg can be fashioned as a kerchief of some sort,
or a hat.
And if you look, I just made my pants into a tent, which can be made for sleeping and laying down.
All right, so the first official topic here is Dragon Ball SH Figuarts and Figurize. The first thing I want to talk about is just real quick this Figurize figure that came up. So it's a Gotenks Figuarts figure, and this is right off the heels of the SH Figuarts version. A couple of people are, I wouldn't say necessarily bummed, but they're all like, oh, we just got the SH Figuarts, why would I even bother with the Figurize? But I feel like a lot of people are going to be picking this up because he comes with 3 ghosts. Which is pretty tight. Now like Figurize is like, obviously it's a little bigger than SH Figuarts, but I mean, like, you know, if you know what you're doing, you'll be able to mix these guys in with the SH Figuarts ghosts and stuff, and it'll all be good.
How many of those ghosts are there supposed to be?
There's 6. I mean, there's like, I think he pops out 6 at first, and then there's like, then he does another one where there's like, what, like 100 Rick or something, or like 50. There's like he does
one where there's like 50 to 100 of them.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know anybody who's trying to build that display, but more power to you.
Nobody will fault you for having like 10.
For sure.
8.
Yeah. I think the best thing about this set right here is because all of his facial expressions are a little bit different, which is super tight. And then you can mix this in with your SH Figuarts Ghost, and then just do your thing, and then we're just literally just waiting until you know, like GB Toys or any other third-party company to just go ahead and give it the Cyberman treatment, and just make like just a pack of Ghosts, which I think we'll be seeing when that Super Boo drops later this month. So hopefully that would be the smartest move to me, honestly. Oh, this looks pretty tight. Do any of you guys really fuck with this kit or no? Like any of the Figuarts stuff? But I know you build the vehicles.
Right, yeah, I fuck with the vehicles, but I'm not buying none of those figures, bro.
There you go.
Yeah, I have the vehicles never built, and I have Piccolo. And that's it.
Yeah, I would say Piccolo is probably the best option just because of his scale. He works well. You stick a SH Figuart, you stick like a WCF head on him, you're good. 100%. Super tight.
Yeah, because those Figuarts head sculpts are absolute anus.
Yeah, they're not good.
Yeah, man, there was somebody that the other day was like trying to prove his point, and like an SH Figuarts USA or somewhere random was like, look at the Figuarts compared to the SHF. It's really not much difference, and the Figuarts look like absolute dog shit.
Damn.
Like they look like flea market toys, like almost.
Ooh, no holds bar over here from Uncle Rick. Damn.
Yeah, I think we're in the post. They put like the Cell next to the regular Cell, and they put the Piccolo next to the other Piccolo in the 17. Like that's 17 compared to the other 17. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, the face on him is like goofy. They're kind of goofy looking. Like this Gotenks arguably is the best looking one they've done. Maybe that like regular like normal state Goku looks pretty good too, but everybody else just looks like goofy and weird. That Cell is like, he has a crazy goofy face. Like
he just looks super bloated.
Yeah, that's true. He got stung by a bee.
Yeah, he looks like he's on a date with his lady, and he's like really, really holding in a fart.
Just mad nervous.
Man, I can't have her hear this rip. You gotta hope that she walks away like, oh, check that out over there. I'll be there in a sec.
I will buy this to check out the Ghost though.
Oh yeah,
sure.
I'll buy this Ghost, no question.
Hell yeah, you can do whatever you need. So the next thing I wanted to talk about with this is the SH Figuarts Reveals. So Shonen Jump basically put out their calendar for basically all of the merchandise that's coming out that's tied to Shonen Jump pretty much. So they have like a bunch. This right here is all Dragon Ball calendar stuff, and this is basically plotting out the whole year basically for what they have on the horizon. This is on their official website, shonenjump.com. It's all in Japanese, but if you use like a browser translator, it'll translate it to English, no question. But the thing that caught a lot of people off guard earlier this week was this right here is August's shipments right here, and they list an SH Figuarts Zamas Union and an SH Figuarts Themis, which is just like a weird translation thing right here, but this is literally Zamasu, like normal Zamasu, and then fused with Goku Black Zamasu, where he has like the white Super Saiyan hair and all that stuff. So it's super tight. Pretty excited. And go ahead, Rick.
I said I'm high.
Hell yeah. And then they also list in September.
But you said you high.
I'm pumping right now. Everybody, keep the conversation slow.
And then in September they list another Broly right here, an SH Figuarts Broly, and it says Super in to the side. And what a lot of people are speculating is that this is just like his powered down form, or maybe his Super Saiyan form where he's all big but he still has his armor on, which would be pretty tight. And I think it's pretty safe to assume that we're just going to end up getting all three versions of Broly. I mean, no matter what. Hell
yeah.
Like the shirtless, like, new forms, like Super Saiyan Broly at the very end of the movie is coming out super soon. And then this will probably be like his other state where he's still huge, but he hasn't gone Super Saiyan yet, and he still has his armor. And then we'll eventually probably get like just his regular shit. Like he's not even mad. He's just chilling and hanging out.
He ain't even mad.
He ain't even mad. That's it. That's basically it. But another thing is with these with this Zamasu and fuse and like merge Zamasu with Goku Black, people are kind of bugging out because if you thought Goku Black was hard to get before, you better fucking strap in and just prepare yourself for the prices to literally just skyrocket. I mean, like
I really fucking regret selling my extras now. Like
yeah,
I just know, like you said, the prices are gonna be bananas.
Yeah, that's just like the life cycle of Dragon Ball SH Figuarts now. Like at the very beginning, like they're all super hard to get, and then once like US releases come, like then they're still a little hard to get, but then after like the hype kind of dies down, you can still find them, but it's sparse, and then everybody online is like there's an abundance online, but they're all marked up, which kind of sucks. And then I've literally seen over the last week, like a bunch of people I saw like the shift of like Goku Black sales happen, like right the day before, like the days before like this information came out, everybody was like, you know, $90 for a Goku Black, like fuck out of here, I'm not paying $90 for a Goku Black. And as soon as this dropped, they're all like, yo, where those $90 Goku Blacks at? Because I'm about to buy all of them. It's crazy.
Who got the line on a $90 Goku Black right now?
Yeah, exactly. So it's pretty cool that we're getting Zamasu. I believe this information was leaked. This is in big air quotes here. Who knows? But it was said during some event where they were like, oh yeah, like we also have Zamasu coming out, but there's no model here. Like, but like apparently talking to some coordinators or something, like the information got out that Zamasu was coming out. This was a couple of months ago. Now, who's to say if that was a real leak or if somebody was just making it up online? I mean, I don't really know anybody who gets on the internet just to lie, so it's really up in the air. So I don't really know if that's really it, but who knows? It's pretty cool.
I don't think anyone would just go do that.
Yeah, who does that? Get on the internet and tell lies?
So you're right.
You know, the plus side to this like list coming from Shonen Jump is that they literally do it like every year.
Oh yeah,
this happens just around this time every year where they release like, this is the first 6 months Shonen related stuff.
That's it. Yeah, they do it all the time. And like I know I was personally bugging because I saw a cooler thing here, but it's just a Figuarts Zero, which is super tight. But I mean, I just want a cooler figure. And as soon as when I thought that it was like a cooler SH Figuarts coming out, I was like, fuck, man. Demonical Fit really just wasted their whole wasted all their time making that that cooler. But you know, they bought some time on that Figuarts Zero, so that's pretty tight.
Yeah, and you know, the nice thing about Figuarts Zero is that they usually are always in scale with that regular SHF. So
yeah, for sure. Yeah, Figuarts Zero, like yo, I remember when that line first came out, and those things were like $30 or $40, like $40 tops. But
yeah,
now,
the Goku.
Yeah, and then now this cooler is a $70 figure. It's bananas, man.
Yeah, take me back to 2015, man.
Yeah, for literally everything.
Yeah, these prices, my God. I remember it was during the time where BBTS was sponsoring me. Shout out to BBTS.
Hell yeah.
And they gave them to me for free.
Oh shit.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, we know you have credit that we giving you for like plugging us on Instagram, but like, this is a new line. We see that you buy DBZ a lot. This is a new line. Would you want Goku and Trunks? And I was like, is that, are you fucking serious? Of course I want Goku and Trunks. And then when I came in, it was a pleasant surprise. A lot of people might not know this, but on those Figuarts Zero figures, all the effects you see, those all plug in and out. You could take the effects from any Figuarts Zero that you like and just use them in something else.
You know what? Somebody just asked me about those. I think it's the Figuarts effects. It's Figuarts that had those like sort of translucent explosion effects, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody had just sent me a message asking because I used them in a picture for the Mystique review.
Those are dope. Those are all good.
Yeah, they're good when you get some light through them and you get them in the right temperature, right circumstance. Sure. No doubt.
Yeah. Big shout out to Mystique.
Word.
Yeah, big shout out.
All right. So the next, the last little bit of Dragon Ball news is this 30th anniversary Dragon Ball set. Now, I wanted to talk about this because earlier on in the week, Toei Animation and Funimation both tweeted out this image. I'm about to pull it up right now.
Pull up.
Let's go.
Of a dick pic.
Yeah, that's
it. I'm sorry, that was from my wife. I'm sorry.
Supposed to delete that. Okay. so they both tweeted something legendary is coming. You know, full of information. I got everything. I got all the information I needed from this one tweet. And then they posted like a Dragon Ball with it. So Toei Animation posted a 3-star Dragon Ball, and then maybe Funimation did, and I think Funimation posted a 4-star Dragon Ball as well. And a lot of people were bugging out, like, what does this mean? Like, who knows what it could be? Like, I heard like a bunch of different rumors of what it could be. Like obviously the main thing was it's Super coming back, but like it's Super coming back is all but confirmed, pretty much. Like, we all know what's probably going to come back. A lot of people thought that it was like the symphony. So like in Mexico they do like this live symphony, which is super tight, and they play like all this really cool. They play like all the iconic scenes, and they like live score it with like a real orchestra like on there. And like I always see that, and I always think it'd be super cool to go to one. So I was in that camp. I really wanted to be a symphony, but then they basically came out and they said that it was just it's going, not just, but it's gonna be like a new like box set for Dragon Ball Z on Blu-ray. It's a 30th anniversary collector edition for Dragon Ball Z. And a lot of people were kind of bummed because they like, cause you know, Funimation is already putting out, the other Dragon Ball Z Blu-rays, and they're thinking, and like a lot of people's, you know, common conception was like, I've already bought these Blu-rays. Like, why would I want to buy a whole new box set? But I think what they're doing is that this is going to be hopefully, this is all just like speculation at this point, but this is just going to be the successor to the Dragon Box, which came out a couple of years ago. And for those of you that are unfamiliar with the Dragon Box, that is a extremely sought after and extremely well made collection of Dragon Ball Z episodes. That is every single Dragon Ball Z episode kept in its original 4:3 like aspect ratio, and then all the visuals are like super remastered. Like the quality on the Dragon Boxes, even though they're on DVD, end up looking way better than the Blu-rays that Funimation were releasing like over the last couple of years. So like the amount of like love and care put into the Dragon Boxes is insane. And because of that, like I think the cheapest Dragon Box you can buy, I think it's like volume 4 or volume 5. That's like, last time I checked, that was like $90 or something. And to get like the entire thing is well over like $1,000 to buy the entire thing, because, you know, it's just so sought after. And it had a super low print run, especially in the United States. So the American Dragon Box had a crazy low print run. The Japanese one, I'm not 100% sure, but those are super sought after. And the reason I wanted to bring this up on this show is because it's also coming with a figure. So the thing that's going to come with the complete Dragon Ball Z series on Blu-ray with bonus content, who knows what that could be? I don't know. And then it says a full-size hardcover art book. And I don't know if it's just going to be the translated, like, old Japanese hardcover art books. There was like 9 of them. Luckily, I have all of them, but they're all in Japanese. And, like, people have translated those for sure, and I've read the translations. It's super tight. But if I can have, like, an American one, that'd be super cool. I know one of them is already translated in English. So hopefully it's just not that. That would suck if it's the same thing. And then they also said that along with other stuff they're going to announce, they're saying an exclusive collectible figure not available anywhere else. Who knows what that means? A lot of people are saying... What are you saying, Rick?
I was going to say, I hope that no one is getting their SHF hopes up.
Exactly.
Because that shit is definitely like akin to like the type of statues you get with their video games.
Yeah.
Or something along those lines. Like, I know a lot of people, especially in those like SHF communities, they just get really riled up over shit. And I just like the amount of times I had to be like, dude, this is not gonna be an SHF. I wish it was. That sounds so sick. Like, don't get me wrong. I don't ever say these type of things to like just crush you, but just because it's this the reality. It's not what we're gonna get.
Yeah, I don't think there was ever any chance of it ever being an SH Figuarts. It's gonna be like a Master Stars or like a Grandista or something like that. Maybe
or like Poncho's favorite line, DOD.
Oh God, if it was a DOD, I'd kill myself. I sold my DOD to my local comic book shop, and you know, I was like, yeah, this is your problem now. And I always see them bring it to events like, over and over again, just trying to sell it.
Oh my God, which one is it? Was it a Goku?
Yeah, it's Super Saiyan 3 Goku.
Oh my God, you evil son of a bitch.
Hey man, what are you gonna do?
They knowingly bought it. They knew what they were getting into.
So someone will like it down the road. So they
few years from now, it'll be a treasured item to some lonely son of a bitch.
Yeah, you never know. So they did release like a silhouette of what the figure will look like. So it's this pretty much right here. This screams Grandista. Or you know,
that looks like a Grandista.
Yeah, or like a Master Stars figure or something like that. I haven't really messed with Dragon Ball statues in a very long time, so I'm a little rusty on the line names. But this is just like some statue, which is fine, which is what most collectors would like anyway. So you know it's very interesting. Big shout out to like Miss DBZ Babe and Geekdom and all those dudes. Like the Twitter Dragon Ball community, so many of those guys don't like SH Figuarts. And I was like,
really?
Yeah.
They all love statues by that like the Master Stars piece line. Like the Master Stars line is like, you know, the line everybody loves. And I'll admit, when that line first started, I really loved that line too. And then you have like companies like what's it called? I can't fucking remember the name of the company, but there's a really sick company that does Naruto ones. They do the DBZ ones. They do Berserk ones now. Sume. Yeah, I used to interview them every time I used to go to AX. They're like everybody's favorite right now when it comes to like big elaborate statues that aren't super expensive.
Yeah, I mean, like, and you know, in defense of those guys that don't like SH Figuarts, like they have no interest in posing these figures or anything, or doing like any type of display or anything like that. They just want a cool, you know, piece to look at, and that's why they really just mess with statues only. But I just
so they have like no creativity.
Basically, they want their shit pre-posed.
Exactly.
They want like scenes basically taken out of the show in statue form.
Yeah, that's big, and like I mean, like that's huge. That's huge.
Lame.
The bigger like the bigger picture of like collectors and stuff, like statues are huge. So I always feel like such a fish out of water whenever talking to those guys. Like, yo, this SH Figuarts looks so tight, and they're all like, yeah, I don't like that I can see the joints or anything like that. I was like, cool. It's not for you. It's whatever. It's okay. I'll just chill here.
It's funny, like in my group of friends with like that local anime cons in California, like whenever I would go around, we used to have this one guy that we would constantly always get into an argument with, who's like loves to collect Japanese statues and stuff like that. And I do both. And every time we would go to like interview Bandai and stuff like that, he would be like, how the fuck can you guys take the cuts in the sculpt like that? Like, it's so fucking ugly. Like, he would get like aggressively upset. Like, he'd be offended that we liked sculpt with cuts in them, and we liked joints. Like, how can you look at how fucking ugly that joint is? Like, oh my god, like, relax, my guy. Like, he would be super pissed like all the time. And yeah, it was just really funny thinking back to like statue people and how they cannot stand articulated figures.
Little Todd McFarlane over there,
right?
Articulation.
So funny.
Yeah, we on the Korean Todd.
Korean Todd.
Shout out to Kevin Joe.
So that's basically it for all the Dragon Ball shit. I just want to get that out of the way real quick.
Right.
So next up is Mezco. And Rick, what was on the docket for Mezco? I just put regular Mezco on there, but there was something specific, correct?
Oh yeah, yeah. Everybody, big topic of discussion was that Jason.
Oh yeah.
Everyone is talking about this damn Jason.
T-Rex.
Yeah. Oh my god, man. What is happening? That Jason.
What do you think, Fabio? Because you tend to lean towards Mezco no matter what.
I don't hate it, but I'm also not the hugest, Friday the 13th fan. I love him, and I love the movies, and I've seen them, all at least once. But I'm not particularly attached to any one look for Jason. So in terms of just kind of your standard look for Jason, I think it works. I think it maybe looks a little too clean, looks a little too crisp. Would like it a little more dirtied up, but I think it. If this is your one Jason, this is a pretty good one. And I was talking to Rick earlier. I think if you have the NECA accessory pack, that'll actually scale better with this than with NECA.
Why is that?
Because it's just a little small in the NECA. The little dock that it comes with, the accessory pack is just.
I got you. Okay.
You'll kind of almost touch the little lamp there, that it comes with. So this will, it's a better representation of part 3. And that's what the dock goes with. So yeah, I think it's fine. I think it'll look better with this.
From what I saw, his hands look kind of small. Did they? Am I right about that?
Yeah, it seems like he has really thick forearms and then regular hands. Which looks weird. I don't know. And I don't know. Yeah, I think the biggest thing is that it just looks too clean. At least Michael Myers, it looks clean, but in in a good way. It doesn't look like he just came out freshly laundered. The suit has to be to it. This Jason doesn't look like it has too much leather in it at all.
I keep on seeing that his shirt is not as well tailored as most Mezco stuff. But
not just
baggy,
the shirt doesn't even
especially.
The shirt doesn't even look like the one in the product picture. The shirt that he comes with looks super super lighter and not as tailored as these pictures right here. It's even kind of close to the bicep on these pictures. And when you see in-hand pictures, it looks really like he just got his shirt pressed and it's really light colored.
Yeah, it almost looks like it's the sleeves aren't they aren't full sleeves that have been rolled up. They're kind of half sleeves. So if you roll them up, it looks like a full shirt. I don't know, maybe just to kind of cut down on the amount of fabric that's bunched up, So
yeah, don't get me wrong, man. I don't think this figure looks terrible or anything like that, but I think it was Boog or maybe somebody else in the group that said it best. I don't think this is 60, 70, at one point, at some places $80 better than what NECA does. I don't think so. I don't even think that this is. I think this is barely $30 better than what NECA does, in my opinion, at least. I don't see it. I don't see this price tag with this figure, man. It's I don't know.
I got you.
Yeah, I'm up in your brand right now, Fabio. Yeah. I think what NECA does at the price is compared to this. I just don't think this is better. To be perfect, not that much better in my opinion.
And I doubt this will even be the only version of Jason that Mezco does. But I think it's the same thing we said about the Mafex Pennywise. There's nothing that this figure gives you that you can't get on a cheaper NECA figure.
Yeah, it's
cheaper, but more affordable.
Less expensive.
Also, this past week, Mezco put up the pre-orders for Captain Marvel. I don't know if that was on the docket or not.
Let's pull that up because that had some controversy, and that'll actually lead us into the controversy of the movie in general.
Yeah. Rick and I think we spoke on it just a little bit. Did we not or no? No, I think that was when we did that test. We were doing a test, and then we talked about it a little bit. That's it. Yeah.
Sunday Night Heat.
Yeah, a little bit.
Sunday Night Heat. Hell yeah.
Talking about test.
To my test, baby. So yeah, let's speak on this. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely nailed the her expression. The one that we've seen in the movies thus far.
She looks not. They could have embellished a little bit and given her more of an hourglass look. This looks really like soccer mom-ish,
she's a little dumpy.
Yeah, man. If we don't get a saggy butt, I'm rioting. Well, I want accuracy.
They should have. They should embellish a little bit. She looks like one of those I don't know. I don't want to be insensitive.
Oh, she looks like a cosplayer that just buys all of her cosplay online. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what
she has resting bitch face.
So there was only one unmasked face, right?
Yeah. This is definitely going to be a mask display for me.
I thought about it for a brief moment for the cat and and just having an unmasked female head for Mezco. But I don't know. I didn't pre-order it. I didn't jump on this. I didn't jump on really anything Captain Marvel related. I will get the SHF version, but I don't know. This is just kind of meh.
They're not showing it in this image that you have here, Poncho, but she actually comes with a bomber jacket.
Oh, that's tight.
Yeah.
How are they gonna give Captain Marvel a fucking cat and not Catwoman?
I know they can reuse that tooling.
Even though I know that's not really supposed to be a cat, from what I understand, it's like some alien or some shit. But still, it's a cat.
You know, I'm not getting any of the Marvel Legends, so if I do get a Captain Marvel, this will probably be it. But
of course you will.
Yeah,
you fucking.
I'm not trying to make lines here, dude. I'm trying to keep my lines separate but equal.
You son of a bitch.
I picked up the Marvel Legend actually this week. Honestly.
Whoa!
Yeah, that's it. It was on sale.
You like the face printing on that? Does it look good?
The one with the bomber jacket is not bad actually. Is that
might be worth swapping heads just for that? Honestly,
I got just regular ass Captain Marvel. No bath, no nothing.
Yeah,
and Al Chang's picture with the the squad with the green and black suits made me want to kind of army build a squad or something though.
Right.
So I don't know.
Yeah, hopefully they give us the teal version of this one, because then you could swap the Minerva Marvel Legends accessories onto this one, and then you can start building out your Star Force a little bit if they give us the teal one.
What are your predictions for more Captain Marvel characters? I'm sure we'll get a variant with her with the green and black costume.
Yeah, that's for sure. That'll be probably a con exclusive, just because the con exclusive has to be something that's for somebody just passing by the con. That's not necessarily a collector. That's just like passing by the booth, and Captain Marvel's still going to be the hot thing come San Diego. So I think, or it'll still have the big marketing push. So I predict that'll be the SDCC exclusive. In terms of more characters, I don't know if we'll get any more, because Mezco's pretty kind of like one and done with a lot of the movie stuff. Like they only, not one and done, but like a couple and done.
Yeah, they're just two main guys, and that's it.
Right. They just do, Thor and Hulk and Hela's coming out, whenever.
Yeah.
So you guys don't think we'll get a?
I don't think we'll get more characters, but we'll definitely get another version of her.
What you think about a young Samuel L. Jackson? You don't think that's happening? The young Nick Fury?
Man, I would love it, because they can easily just reuse the same, body that everybody hates with the single jointed elbows.
They could use the Gomez body.
Yeah, they could use the
Gomez body. Yeah, for sure. They could definitely do that, actually. I want it, but I don't see it happening.
I think it's really up to how well his character does in the film. Like if he becomes like a quick fan favorite, like I would see. I don't
know
like
that,
I don't know about that shit, because they got to plan shit way in advance.
You know how long their stuff takes to come out already, so it's all based on like way pre-release material.
Well, that's true. I'm just saying, like, if he turns out to be like a huge, like basically like a like a Spider-Verse situation. Like, yeah, they have their whole shit planned out, but then like Spider-Verse literally explodes in popularity, and then everybody has to like just go, okay, wait.
Yeah, that's fucked up with that one. They should have done Miles, basically this year.
Yeah,
we didn't even address that. I think all of us kind of had some company doing a Miles from the movie at Toy Fair or Wonderfest or something, and we didn't see not one fucking thing, man.
Yeah, I don't think anybody expected it to blow up. I mean, no cartoon superhero film besides Incredibles has ever done anything in a box office, and I don't think anybody saw it for the success it was going to be and for the Oscar winner that it is now, and how hard it's getting pumped in the theaters because it won that Oscar. Like, there was no showings 2 weeks ago when I tried to take a friend. There was no showings, man. Like, there was nothing, and I was like, I wanted to go watch it again. And now it's like every fucking theater has showings all day now.
Oscar lap. One final lap.
Man, we could talk about the Oscars. I had some thoughts.
Oh man, we could do a little extra Oscars talk after this.
Yeah, for sure.
But
I guess in general that'll just lead us into the controversy for the movie, because a lot of basically a lot of people are saying that it's the classic kind of like, this, we don't like Captain Marvel, like we didn't ask for Captain Marvel, she's not our hero or whatever. But then you got the other side of people saying like, oh, but it's not for you, it's for kids and like little girls or whatever. We kind of talked about it in weeks past, but it kind of blew up this past week because Brie Larson herself got involved and was like, basically, if you're a white male and you don't care about Captain Marvel, shut the fuck up. And that didn't sit well with a lot of people because, like,
who didn't sit well?
Sure, I guess.
Yeah, let's be specific.
Who didn't sit well with? White males that watch Marvel movies? I don't know.
Oh my god!
It was something to that effect. Like, she took a very like if you're not for this, you're in the wrong side of history kind of stance, which I don't think is like quite the right way to go about it.
I did see her little that press thing that she was at where she said that, and she was pretty assertive about it. But I mean,
right.
Yeah, I mean, like, so what, dude? Like, who cares? Like, my point on this is like, who cares? If you don't like it, then whatever, man. Don't watch it. Like I don't understand. Like, if you don't like something, what about your personality just pushes you towards constantly making the experience worse for everybody else? And like, it doesn't really pertain to this. Like, I think it's just very abundant in like the collector community, or like some sort of just any type of community that's like a niche community about something. Like every time somebody doesn't like something, like it has to be about, I don't like this, but I got to make it to where I'm constantly on a campaign to make other people not like it.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. Just the other day, I ran into someone who made like a big post. Somebody that we're all friends with. It's not to put him down or anything, but if he hears this, I don't have a problem. But he totally just came out and was like, who wants to take bets that this movie is going to absolutely fucking fail and nobody's going to watch it in this movie? I was like, man, like, why does this need to be, why do you need to do this? Like, why do you need to come out and just be a shit about things like that?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't have that. I don't have that mentality, man. I don't have that, let me make this shit for everyone. And this is coming from someone who on this show before has said he's pretty spotty on this movie and how it's going to be, but I'm going to watch. I'm still going to give it a shot, because why the fuck wouldn't I? I've watched literally every other film. I'm just being, no offense to anyone, but you're just being a dick if you've watched literally every other film but this. You're going out of your way to be an ass.
Right. And it's, I think people are lumping it in the same category, and it's kind of bad, but they're lumping it with the female Ghostbusters. Like, it's being, like, it's a female agenda driven movie that's being pushed for us. And like, really, when it comes down to it, fucking Ghostbusters was a bad movie. The female Ghostbusters one was just,
it was a film.
And to be fair, a lot of people wanted to give it its chance, and it failed. I think people just need to do the same with this. Just like wait for the movie to come out. It probably won't even be that bad. It's,
you know what? We
standard Marvel fare, if nothing else.
We're dealing with a lot of people that don't read fucking comics, for one. So the casual fan or just the casual moviegoer doesn't know that Captain Marvel has been pretty prevalent in the comic books for like the past 10 years. She's led a few teams. She's been in every major event, and so it just kind of makes sense to introduce her into the MCU. And she's a mad powerful character. Like, it is what it is. It's not that serious. I don't see some like woman's agenda with this shit. It just so happens that finally there's a woman in a lead role as one of the lead heroes. Like, it's really not that serious. I don't get it.
Yeah.
People be outraged about the wrong shit. Like, there's mad more important shit to actually be outraged about, aside from a fucking female lead on a comic book movie. Come on, man.
Yeah, I think the way I'm with you as well. Like, the way I see it is like, I don't really see it as like a female empowerment like agenda type thing. She's literally a woman in the comics. Captain Marvel is a literal woman in the comics, and like from a marketing standpoint, if you have like such a pivotal character like having their own movie and it's a woman, why would you not market towards that? Like, that's half your demographic right there.
Can I give you guys a real quick anecdotal example? I was walking into Target the other day looking for the NECA Terminator Kenner stuff,
The ambassador making his way to his castle.
The ambassador rolling out the red carpet.
Just ambassadoring.
Yeah, you know, with my lion mane around my shoulder, just walking through. And within seconds of me walking in, there's like a bunch of employees kind of like talking to each other, like in, you know, near the cash registers. They're kind of loud. One of them is like, you know, he's got kind of like an edgy look to him. He looks like he's kind of a, you know, your typical kind of young millennial, but he's a Target employee. And he's like talking to his other friend, and he's like, yeah, I don't know what the prelude to it was, but the first thing I hear is, yeah, in the comics she's actually Ms. Marvel, but they changed it to Captain Marvel because Ms. Marvel is misogynist. And he didn't strike me as a comic fan.
Oh my god!
They're kind of like casual like viewer. That to me is, I think, what people are thinking about going into this movie, not knowing that this is really a legacy character and passes on the legacy to a character that continues to be called Captain Ms. Marvel, which is Kamala Khan. So, like, there's that. That's what I mean, is that the casual viewer misconstruction of this movie is that it's just Marvel needs a female hero to push into the thing, and it can't be Black Widow because she's too weak, so it's got to be this one. It's like they transferred the mantle over to her and just made her female for this movie. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's how I see it, and that's what I think people are misunderstanding. But really, we just got to give it its chance. And if you're not into this, like I've said, also, I'm not impressed quite yet with what I've seen in the trailers, but I'm still gonna go see it, and I'm sure it'll still be at the very least, you know, on par with just about every other Marvel movie since they've perfected the formula. Yeah, man. Hopefully, it'll surprise everybody, man. Hopefully, it'll just be one of those breakout surprise hits, man.
You know, perfect example. You could go. There's literally proof on a former podcast. I did not like the casting or the trailers or any part of what I saw from Wonder Woman. I thought it was all a mistake. I thought that wasn't the actress that I wanted. That wasn't the look I would have wanted. That wasn't the feel I would have wanted. It wasn't the era. There was basically nothing I wanted from it. Mm-hmm. And when I went to go watch it, I was proven wrong, and the film was probably the best that they've done next to Aquaman. And you know, shit turned out better than any of us would have thought. And I honestly don't know anyone that didn't like the Wonder Woman film. Yeah. And I hope that this movie does the same for me. I hope that I'm seeing Brie Larson and I'm not liking her, but she makes me look like an idiot next week when we do the show and I say that I love the film.
Yeah, what's the release date? The 8th, right?
Yeah, the 8th. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think when you know, when the argument comes where it's like, oh, but Captain Marvel's not for you, like if you're not into it, it's not for you. I don't think that's to say like, well, you're not allowed to watch it. This isn't a movie that like a person like you is allowed in to watch. It's more like, well, step outside yourself and think about the people that this movie kind of is made for, which is like young girls and like young kids in general, I guess. You know,
what is this movie?
Honestly, what
does this movie mean to your daughter, to your sister, to your niece, to your goddaughter? You know, what does it mean to them? Just like what Coco meant to Hispanic kids, and just like what Into the Spider-Verse meant to, you know, Hispanic kids and black kids all around the world, to see themselves up on a screen like that. I don't know. You know, it means a lot.
Yeah, for sure. I said the same thing when
you know, you're right.
Yeah, when we saw Spider-Verse and I took my my wife's little sister, she's like I don't know how old this kid is. She's little. She's little. She's like 9. She's like 9. Little. She's 9. And then when she like at the beginning when like they were all talking Spanish, like her face like lit up. She was like, "Oh shit!" Like she said, "Oh shit!" No, she was just like super
stunned. She stood up from her seat and exclaimed, "Shit!"
Yeah. Again, you being the majority in any situation, you don't really understand what it's like to be the minority and have something appeal to you. Like you just, you know, like you said, you got to take a step outside yourself and just think for a moment. It's really not that fucking serious, though. Like a lot of the like commentary and stuff that I saw was just like, what? Like, what are you talking about? Why is it that deep? So
yeah, you know. the things that people imagine that Marvel and like other companies are doing with this film is unreal. Like the agendas they put these people on over Marvel's biggest female superhero. Like, what did you? This is literally their Wonder Woman. What did you expect, man? Like, this isn't just a random hero they pulled out of their ass, like they did with Guardians of the Galaxy, which worked out well and is another example of something I didn't honestly believe in until I saw it, and they proved me wrong.
Yeah, don't isn't James Gunn supposed to be over at DC doing something now?
Yeah, he's rebooting Suicide Squad, and Will Smith is out.
He just left.
Yeah,
okay.
He just left.
Wait, but it was my understanding. Well, I didn't really understand. Did Will Smith leave because James Gunn was on board, or he just had enough? Period.
No, I think he's just done.
Okay.
Maybe he's trying to get the Marvel money right now. I don't know.
Yeah, what I saw, it seemed like it kind of insinuated that he wasn't fucking with James Gunn. But
okay. Really? I never read anything like that. That's crazy.
No, it didn't say that, but that's sort of kind of how the headline looked to me. I don't know. Maybe I was looking deeper into it. I was on my Captain Marvel shit, I guess. I don't know.
James Gunn? You mean that pedophile on Twitter?
Right. So, I thought about that, and I thought maybe Will Smith, they real, like, liberal and, like, who knows? I don't know. So.
Yeah, no, it very well could have, for all we know. And, he has a partnership right now with Disney for Aladdin for the next, like, coming, like, 18 months, basically. So I don't know, it'd be interesting just to see if he moves anywhere else after this, because damn, that movie was a nightmare. It's like with some kind of Suicide Squad.
They gave him the iconic line of the movie, and he's out for the sequel. That's unheard of.
Oh my god!
Guess it's time to save the world.
I guess it's time to save the world.
Welcome to Earth.
Welcome to Earth. Best.
Wow.
That's what that movie should have been called.
Welcome to Earth.
Welcome to Earth.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god.
Any more on the Mezco front?
No, that's nothing.
I got another quick Mezco story. My purple Catwoman has been stolen.
Oh
apparently.
shit!
What?
Yeah. So I ordered the purple
Catwoman is Catwoman is a thief.
Yeah,
so you don't think?
I know.
Oh, we got a real Andy situation going on here. Oh, Woody.
Carry on. That's literally.
It got sent to my old place, and I never got a tracking number because I didn't order it through my actual account. I forgot to log in, and so I never got a tracking number, follow-up email, and so when it arrived at my place on the 12th of February, some guy named Paul signed for it.
Yo,
I called Mezco. They filed a theft claim with FedEx, so we'll see what happens.
Damn, Paul, we know you're listening.
Paul,
your days are numbered, man.
Yo, fucking
Paul.
Let me tell you something, Paul. When Hulkamania comes at you, brother.
Paul guy is a member of the breakaway government.
He's tied in with George Soros and tied in with big business, big pharma. They're all in there.
Oh my god!
You already voted on the legislation.
Don't you know the water is turning the freaking frogs gay?
They're going through dimensions.
See, I broke the cycle. I broke it. I'm free. Everybody else is making up for condition.
15 years ago, no one believed me.
Oh shit! Great segue. So,
let's get in some real conspiracy theories going with Marvel Legends. There we go.
There we
go. Soon.
So, we're talking about this Mystique, right?
Yeah, it's hit everywhere. Not only that, but it dropped on Walgreens.com for some strange reason at $13.99. Wow, what a son of a bitch! Wow.
Who got one?
Not me, because I'm a fucking idiot.
Bug, I believe there might be a review of that on this very channel.
Yeah, I did review her. But I didn't find her. I did look a couple times this past week, but I didn't find her in any of my local Walgreens or anywhere. But somebody sent one to me. Shout out to my man Pendelos Muertos. And so I've yet to see her. I don't think I ever even seen Thing anywhere in my area either. So
never saw him, not even once.
Neither Never saw a thing. Don't mean a thing. I didn't see that thing.
And I don't want to miss a thing.
Come back, Bruce Willis.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, hell yes.
What's the general consensus on this fig bug? It's a banger and no. What's that?
It's pretty nice. You know, it's looks really good. I like the head sculpt. I would have liked maybe another regular Mystique expression, but I like that they added in the extra 2 heads. The guns are trash, and I wish Hasbro would update their female bodies. If they gave us a new female highly articulated body, man, they would please a lot of people. But the figure's nice. It's definitely worth the purchase, especially if you catch it on sale. No question.
According to Night of Ren, Marvel Legends are on sale at Walgreens currently, so that's why it's $13.99. I'd say it's a great deal for $13.99.
Oh yeah, I knew why. I knew why it was on sale. It's just crazy that a company would allow themselves to like price something that's literally brand new at $13.99. That's just nuts. I don't know.
Right. It's a real Fallout 76 situation.
Aren't you your own company? Can't you make your own fucking rules and be like, this is excluded from the sale though? And that would literally solve the problem of you.
Well, I mean, it's
practically whole.
Because they always put it under the same SKU numbers most of the time.
Yeah, that is exactly why.
It's Walgreens, man. What do you want?
Yeah. No, I mean, it doesn't affect me other than the fact that I missed out, but it's just so strange.
Yeah.
But this is when the community comes in handy, man. You gotta, reach out to somebody that lives in an area where they have Mystique in abundance, and just say, hey, listen, I'll PayPal you $13 anyway.
Yo, man, and shout out to all the hustlers out there. I'm not sure if you guys have been seeing on these fucking pages, but these dudes are selling this fucking Mystique and what's her name, Silver Sable, like as a 2-pack for $90 as a Lilandra custom. I've seen so many posts of them together, like shipped, ready to ship, $90. Who got it? Like, and I've seen a lot of posts doing it. Like, it's just like, here's your Lilandra.
No, that's just nasty, man.
Foul.
If anybody that's making out on that type of deal, kudos to you, because I don't know who the fuck would pay that.
I think Hasbro might have a pattern of doing this, because Matt McDougall says that Mr. Fantastic dropped last year under the same $13.99 sale.
Yeah, I remember.
They're doing this deliberately. I don't know.
That's true. That's true.
I had a shitload of Mr. Fantastic because of that sale.
Damn,
and I was using it under the guise of like, I'm gonna make a Baghead Spider-Man, and I was
and a depowered Johnny Storm, and I'll put a Ghost Rider head on it.
That's exactly what I was telling myself. Power down Johnny Storm, and I can get a Spidey, Baghead Spidey out of this, and I was just talking myself into like buying multiples because it was so cheap at the time.
Yes. Boom.
Cool. Any more legends? Is that it? Surgical Strike?
Do you want to talk about those leaks? Those like last week there was like pimp suit leaks or whatever.
Pimp suit? What?
What? We talking Nelly?
Uh-oh.
we coming to Nellyville?
Don't misquote me. It was there
was going anywhere.
There was leaks of a 2-pack where they're in like those suits that look like pimp suits.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
There's a series of those leaking, throughout the year. We've seen them in like the Titan Heroes. We've seen them all over the place.
Yeah, these were Marvel Legends.
Now, I speculated that this might be like a CGI Hulk situation where they're just kind of throwing this out there for misdirection. I don't think they'll actually wear these in the movie, but I don't know. I could be wrong.
Misdirection.
Who knows?
Because from what it seems like, I saw that there was it was the 2-pack and it had the same suit, but you could swap different heads onto them, right? So you can make different characters. But it was all the same body.
It was 2 bodies and then 2 heads on the body and then 2 extra heads.
Right.
I'm trying to pull it up. I have no idea even what's.
Yeah.
But
I don't even remember where I saw it.
Our very own.
It might have been in P&P.
Our own Marvel Legends Alex Jones Rectangular says that he leaked that tech suit 2-pack a long time ago.
Fucking Alex Jones.
Globalist. They said it was going to.
Bro, don't watch it.
We're going to be a trailer. George Soros.
Let's see.
Is he back online? I know they had kicked him off for some shit.
He's on Instagram still.
Oh, really? Okay.
He was on the Joe Rogan podcast, and he said he was retarded. That's the last thing I heard.
Because he's been bashing Joe Rogan for the past month. I thought Joe Rogan beat the conditioning, but he's not. He was bought out by Big Pharma, Jeff Soros, everybody's in their pocket. And he came back
and had his big 5-hour podcast with Eddie Bravo.
That's exactly what happened. That is literally exactly what happened. He called, he apologized, and then he came on the fucking show for 5 hours. And they were putting on Joe Rogan to some shit, though. That was funny.
It was good. He's crazy, but when you got Joe Rogan there to kind of water him down a little bit.
Oh, really he was questioning him the entire fucking time, giving him the side eye to like everything he was saying.
Every time I bring up something, Joe Rogan, you always know.
Don't act clueless now, Joe. Because I'll go over there and I'll grab you by the collar and I'll kick your ass. I will beat your skull in, Joe.
And he wanted Eddie Bravo to choke him out.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Presumably for pleasure. I don't know.
I'm gonna have my hands down my pants. It's gonna be unrelated.
There we go. There's the 2-pack. We stalled enough. Alex Jones has stalled enough.
There we go.
So it looks like you can make Nebula, Black Widow out of the female body, and then the male body you can do Ronin, Ant-Man, and Iron Man.
Yeah, Iron Man just chilling with his actual helmet with this fucking
suit on. But does he still have arc reactors on the hands, or
who knows? That's so weird that the Iron Man head is in there. Like, that is so fucking weird to me. That doesn't make any sense.
I hope they still give us a regular Ronin. I mean, they probably will reuse this head, but
it's if this like is in the movie, like I actually can't imagine Tony Stark in this suit and says, "Hold on, let me get my Iron Man helmet real quick," and then just puts that shit on for no reason.
Right? Yeah. Same with Ant-Man. Like, does this suit shrink too? Like,
oh yeah, that's true. Damn, dude. Who knows?
Nebula and Black Widow. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
I'll give you that one.
It's just funny. These could just be like weird, like you said. This could just be like weird misdirection. And hey, we got these extra heads. Like let's throw them in a 2-pack. Whatever, man. Like who knows? Super weird.
Let's really throw them off. Let's put in a fucking Ant-Man head in that bitch and just really get him going this time.
That's crazy.
Oh my God. Like even the image of this just makes no sense. This like terrible Hasbro Taiwan.
Why would it be this blurry though? Like what?
It was just probably like mad small. That was it. Like it was. Probably, at first, it was probably like
a thumbnail,
like this tiny. And
oh my God!
Yeah, enhance real quick, and then they just fucking do that shit. Wait,
are you finished with the Barons? Really.
Oh boy, there it is.
Enhance. Basically.
Enhance.
Hasbro Taiwan.
Hasbro Taiwan. They got the hookup on the leaks.
Right.
This entire time people have been wondering where Todd gets his info from. It's Hasbro Taiwan.
There it is.
His Taiwanese brother Ben hooked him up.
Israel Rosales with the hot take. Bootleg. Rectangular fires back. Not a bootleg.
Rectangular coming to its defense. Like Batman in an alley.
Fires back.
Don't nobody disrespect Hasbro Taiwan in Todd's presence. How dare you? How fucking dare you?
Oh my God.
He's about to go Alex Jones right now.
But yeah,
Todd broke the conditioning.
Who knows though? Who knows if this is real? I don't know. Have they? I don't. Like I'm trying to think of like when they do legends. Like almost every legend that comes out, like it's in the movie. Like if it's a MCU legend. Like it's not some weirdo misdirection. Like I don't know. I can't think of a Marvel legend for MCU that has not been in the movie.
Yeah, that's possibly true. I mean, maybe some of the designs change certainly, but
like
you're right about that.
Like the biggest thing that I can think of is like how when when Infinity War was coming out, we kept on seeing the whole Hulk like coming out of Hulkbuster and stuff, but then they had like Funko Pops and like just weirdo like shit, not like a Marvel legend or anything. So that's like the only thing I'm thinking of, and it didn't get no import companies fucked with it or anything like that. So who knows? Who knows what it could be? We'll know in a month, basically.
I keep forgetting that it's like around the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quick.
Like less than 60 days now, I think.
Yeah, it's right after fucking Captain Marvel, and then there's like another movie like right after it.
Right.
I think it's I
think Spider-Man.
Shazam. No, Shazam. Isn't it?
Yeah.
And then it's Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah, everybody's real excited for Shazam.
And then Pokemon comes out right after that too.
Oh yeah.
Sing it.
Detective Pikachu.
It looks better with every fucking trailer. You know, we should throw that
girl, let me take a Pikachu.
Yeah. Shout out to all the Pika bros out there.
So yeah, that's basically it for Marvel Legends.
I'm be drilling that.
Oh my god. Let's see. Next up is we got Mafex. The only thing to really talk about Mafex is Mafic Spider-Man is shipping.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of reviews. What do you guys think?
Oh wait, but before we completely move on, Todd said that he actually has an image of that 2-pack saying that it was originally supposed to be a Target exclusive. So,
but there are no
maybe
Targets
those heads
in Taiwan.
aren't real. So. Yeah. Now you're really getting to the meat and potatoes.
I just got a text from the FBI telling me to shut up. So just let me go.
Move.
FBI, open up! Don't you fucking move! Oh my god. Yeah. So Mafic Spider-Man. Huh?
Yeah, Bug, you're the only one with it in hand, correct?
Yeah,
your boys got it. Woo! Woo!
Oh, really? I did until I saw Bug's review, and then I did start to see a lot of the flaws.
Yeah. Is that right? Well,
yeah, I did my job. These actually really bothered me the most.
Yep, me too.
What'd you say? The Cosbys? What?
Oh, my parents would never let me watch something like that.
Crotch piece.
Yeah. Pudding pops were a little too provocative.
The special barbecue sauce.
Oh my god, that heaven. You never notice that they all get really lovey-dovey after I give them the sauce?
They pass out. It's the barbecue sauce, I'm telling you.
Oh
I mean, you're right. It's weird how they have the construction of, you know, how like his belt piece kind of has like a point that goes down to it, right? That it kind of points down. And the way that the articulation's built in, that's where the joint is, but it still kind of has that cut. But it makes that go into the actual crotch piece, so the crotch just looks huge. I don't know. Bug described it better.
Yeah, Slings was the one that pointed it out to me, though. It's because the design here. Can you guys see my arrow?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah,
oh, shit. I can't see your arrow. Go ahead.
There we go. So why the fuck does it keep disappearing? Oh, maybe because I don't have it on my shit. All right. So the design here should probably be here a bit, you know? So it makes this whole crotch area look really big. It's already kind of big, actually. It just looks kind of diaperish. So.
Yeah, you know what it is because that crotch area is a floating rubber piece. I just don't. I'm sure that they tried. I don't think that the scale that the sculpting of the web lines was gonna turn out well if they left the web lines going down into the crotch as well, because they do that floating crotch piece. They don't do like the hard piece of plastic PVC on that area. And I'm sure they must have tried, because like you said, it does look weird, and it did look like it should be going down further. But you know, because it's soft, the sculpting wouldn't turn out well.
When you start posing this guy, it's so enjoyable. it's such a fun figure, and like when you actually get him into poses, you know, it's not really too noticeable. It's more when you got him in vanilla and you're just kind of looking at him. I don't really like the way the entire pelvic area looks, even where the legs meet the crotch part, and how you got to keep kind of rotating them so you don't see that gap in there. And like, you know, it's just, I don't know. I'm a statue collector, obviously. I don't know. So, but it's,
I think it's a great figure. Don't get me wrong.
No, it's a great figure though.
It's a thing that like kind of shattered the glass for me.
It's a great figure, but it does, you know, like I said in the review, it doesn't come without its problems. I only watched one other review. What was your guys' consensus on the other reviews? Were they informative? I didn't really get into them, but I see that I see that everyone who put up a review is doing numbers though. So
yeah, I didn't watch anybody else's except for 87 Studios and yours.
Yeah. His was actually I watched two. I'm sorry, because his was the first I watched, and then I just watched another one today.
Yeah, those were the only two I watched.
His was the first anybody watched.
People are scrambling to put it out right now because Shartimus Prime is putting his up today, or
I think he did put his up. And, you know, it's funny because I watch everybody's numbers. You know, I watch and he like smashed the gap in between everybody within a couple of hours, man. Like it didn't even matter. But somebody commented on my video and said, it doesn't matter when you put it out. Like people watch your shit because it's quality and informative and whatever. And I guess that's what counts. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't watch too many. I only watched the two basically.
Yeah, I don't watch reviews on anything.
Okay.
that just might be me. I think so. For me, is like I don't want to watch a review, especially it's for something that I might plan on reviewing anytime. Because I don't want to be subconsciously influenced by it.
Yeah. Same.
But like if it's something that I know that I really, really want, so like, this figure or like a Dragon Ball SH Figuarts, I don't even bother watching reviews. Like if it's something that I'm trying to convince myself not to buy, then I will watch a review.
Yeah, I like to think that I don't need a review either. Like I'm in the fucking game. I know what's good.
That's it.
Like
I won't go out and like search for a review. But if one comes up and I recommend it, and I like the person who does the review, like I'll give it a watch and just see what they thought. And but I don't think the way I like buy stuff, like I don't watch reviews to make my mind if I want to buy it. It's only if I don't want to buy it, and I'm just looking for a reason not to spend the money on it. Like if there's something that is wrong with it or something, I don't know. I'm a fucking weirdo, so who knows? It for me.
Yeah, I watch reviews if it's mostly for stuff I'm not ever gonna buy. It's just I like seeing what the general impression of the figure is, and just to stay up to date.
Oh yeah. What it is, yeah. Like Rick, you don't have yours yet, but you got it coming, right?
Oh no, I've had mine since Monday.
Oh shit, that's right. Yeah, because you posted it on the table. That's right.
Yeah, I fucking love this figure. It's kind of like I'm not one to love something so much that I can't see the flaws. That crotch area is definitely not great, but it's just like Boog said, when you have it in your hands and you start to pose it around, it's like what crotch piece? Because it is. I don't trust anyone that doesn't believe that's not the best Spider-Man figure we've ever had in 6-inch scale. I don't trust your opinion at that point if you don't agree, because it is the best we've had. I mean, there is no pose that you can't put this thing in that doesn't look weird. Because I love Revoltech. I've been a champion of Revoltech and Yamaguchi and what they do for a long time, and how much people should use those figures to learn more about engineering and the effort that it takes to pose something and make it look like as normal as possible with those drastic like joints that they have and sculpt that they have. But like, let's be perfectly honest, when Boog did the lineup of all of them next to each other and you saw Yamaguchi's sculpt next to this, it was like, come on. If you're putting Revoltech over this, you're just looking to dislike anything about it at this point. It does have its problems. Like I said, the feet are a little small. That crotch piece is not great. Like it's a little bulky. If it would have been smaller, even if it didn't have the sculpted lines, it probably would have been better. And although I've not experienced, knock on wood, some people have broken their wrist joints, but sometimes, I gotta wonder, is it ham hands? I don't know. Some people got a case of ham hands. Some people messing around with these Mafics like it's Marvel Legends. I don't know, but it is definitely the best 6-inch scaled Spider-Man I've ever owned, far and away. And the only close second is the Revoltech one, and that one is like looks like he's hunched over like 80% of the time.
Yeah, I was saying on the Discord something similar, Rick. I was saying like, in terms of like articulation technology and the poses you can put him in, like objectively speaking, in terms of articulation and the technology it uses, I think this is the best one we've gotten so far. That's not to say, and then that started a discussion like, oh, what about Pizza Spidey and stuff, and for what a Marvel Legend is and the price point and the availability, yeah, Pizza Spidey is great, but I think objectively speaking, if you want to put it next to something like this and compare articulation right next to each other, I think this one comes out on top for me personally.
Yeah, but Book did the same thing in his review as well. He had a lineup of all the import Spideys, and then towards the end he had Pizza Spidey next to him, and he pointed out the same thing. For $20, doesn't get much better than a Marvel Legend. It's the standard Spider-Man. It's a fantastic Spider-Man. It poses really well. You're not going to go wrong with buying it. But let's be perfectly honest. When you're comparing them, it's night and day almost. There's just not enough with a Marvel Legend when you compare it to this. I mean, it is literally there's almost literally no pose you can't get this thing in. It's almost Bodycoon levels of articulation, and it's fantastic. And for some reason, I don't know if Book can vouch for it, but when you have that fucking weird Peter Parker head sculpt in hand, it's not as bad.
No, it's not bad. Yeah, it's not bad.
It looks worse in these product pictures, but when you have it in hand, for some reason, it's not as bad. I honestly thought that I was going to dislike that the most about the figure before I got it in, and then when I got it in, I was like, "Oh, okay, this head sculpt isn't as I thought it was going to be."
This figure is gonna it's gonna really go up in value. When I say value, I don't even mean monetary value. I mean just the want and the need for this figure is gonna go up as they release more supporting characters. Basically, once Venom drops and all of the people that snoozed on this see that, then that's when this is gonna really, really go up. And I don't even particularly find the Venom that crazy. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But if they were to really expand and do a Mary Jane or something like that, that would be nuts, So, but it's a good figure. It's a figure you should absolutely have if you are into toy photography. If you are, what I'm saying? It's not really just that sort of display piece. It could be, but if you're into playing with your toys and taking pictures of them, then you need this Spider-Man, no question.
Yeah, and Miles actually comes out really soon.
Yeah, so adult Miles. I don't know that too many people really want to fuck with that. And he's black. I don't know.
Listen, we really need a black Spider-Man. I don't know. He's half Puerto Rican. I don't know, Papi. No, that I ordered 2 of that Miles. I can't wait. Hopefully, I'll get it in as soon as I got this one. I think it's the end of this month. So.
Oh, is that soon? I didn't even realize.
Yeah, because we're already in March. This was February, so it's
okay.
Yeah, I think it's the end of this month.
When the fuck is John Wick supposed to drop?
Next month.
Hey, yeah, next month.
Oh, this month. Shit.
It's March already.
March.
Okay. Damn.
I literally just said it was March.
Shit, my bad. I'm on another
It's
planet.
going down.
Yeah, my March shipment is looking fucking nuts on Ami right now. There's so much stuff dropping this month. It's crazy. Who knows? So yeah.
When are you planning on picking this guy up, Poncho? Where's your part in this? And Fabio, do you guys plan on picking it up? And if not, let these guys know why not.
Fabio, what's the move? You gonna get him or no?
I'm trying to get it from Mafic. It's a great figure, but I'm not trying to pick up another $70+ line.
Damn, that's crazy.
Man.
Yeah, I'm weird. I don't mix and match.
Damn, Fabio's a purist.
I'm purist.
Dang. I am gonna get him. I mismanaged some dates and some time zone differences on Ami, and I missed my cutoff date to pay because I was waiting for my paycheck at work, and it just didn't work out, so it got canceled. So sad for me, but whatever. I'll just wait. I have the US release pre-ordered on Big Bad Toy Store, so I'll wait for the US release. I'm not really losing any sleep over not getting him in hand right now. So I don't know if it ends up being, it might end up being cheaper just bundling him with my March shipment, but I think he'll be out in the United States by the time all my March shit is ready on Ami. So I don't know. Eventually I'll get him. I do really want him. He looks really cool. I like what Mafex is doing, especially now. I like the way that their figures look and feel in hand nowadays, so I have no problem getting him, so I'm pretty tight.
We still gonna be straight with that too. I should be able to take care of that
Cool.
tomorrow.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, you'll be good.
Perfect. So that basically does it for the main show. Goodbye. Hello, welcome to the after show. So the only thing in the after show is pickups, and then whatever you guys want to talk about. If you want to go till 9, that's cool. But if we get through pickups and we want to split, that's cool too. Who knows?
Yeah, we can start, taking questions and all that stuff. Maybe.
Yeah, if you guys want to do some Q&As in the chat, we haven't done that in a long time. So
right. Do we want to photos too while we're at it?
I want to restructure how we do photo. If you want to go through the Reddit real quick, I guess we can do that. But we'll do like one or two. But I don't really want to.
Hey, listen, we're not gonna do the photos this week because of what you said. But what you said, Pete. But I want to say this, man. I'm 37 years old, man. I'll be 38 this month. I will have been on YouTube for 10 years next month. Doing what I'm doing here as far as like building a brand and my business and just playing with toys is like my second childhood. This is like the most fun that I've had in my adult life. This is fun for me. I'm having a time of my life. I don't want you to I try to be nice, man. Don't try to shit on my joy and like try to put things in I'm really trying to be cool, but listen, I don't want no problems, man. I don't want no problems with anybody. There's some people that I'm just not gonna like for whatever reason, but you're not gonna have a problem with me where we're gonna be like fighting and arguing and whatever the case may be. If you ever have any issue with me, my DMs are open. You can hit me up. You can send me a message. We could talk about it. Anytime that I've ever had any issue with anybody in the community, and I reached out to them and we spoke, pretty much 9.9 times out of 10, there was no issue after that. Everything was ironed out. Just be a man. If you're having a problem, just talk about it. It's cool to just talk, man. I've been in real beef. There is no beef in the community. There is nothing. Listen, all your little memes and this and that, it's not nothing, man. And if you live in New York City, more than likely, if we frequent the same places, Midtown Comics and Toy Tokyo and all of these places, I'm going to see you. I'm going to approach you and I'm going to ask you to keep the same energy that you had online. Don't make a problem for yourself doing all of these antics and craziness. And like, it's not worth it, dude, man. It's not about nothing, man. And this is not a threat. This is not nothing like, yo, I'm cool, man. I'm chilling. But this is not real problems to me. None of this is real problems to me. Just be cool and just, do your thing, man. Have fun. Like, A.C.B.A. is a gem to the community as far as I'm concerned. Everything that we've been doing here and cultivating here for the past 10 years or so. And like, why are you mad about that? What are you upset about people learning how to photograph this stuff and light and play with this stuff? And, why are you trying to rain on, people's parade? I don't understand what you're doing out there. So listen, if you out there talking bad about me and we've never met, or talking bad about A.C.B.A. and trying to destroy my business and this and that, what are you doing? Just take a moment and just stop and think and say, why am I doing this? Because you could just talk to me. You could just literally just talk to me. Stop it, man. Just stop being a nuisance and just be good, man. Just be a good person. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, any issues that I've ever had, more than likely, once I speak to somebody, we talk about it, we hammer it out. The only time that it doesn't get resolved is if you are a shitty person. If like at your core, you're just morally just a shithead, then it is what it is. I can't fuck with you. But you know, if at the end of the day you're a good dude, then we're gonna come to some consensus, man. All right. So I know that was kind of vague, but I'm hoping that it hits the right people that it needs to hit. You know, and that's all I gotta say about
there's no question that this hobby is taking a huge, you know, it's kind of on the cusp of its mainstream, at least within the geek community. You know, in terms of like Johnny Woo, you know, Sergeant Bananas was on Tested with
yeah, that was really great. I didn't watch the second appearance of him on there, but that first one was really cool. I sent him a message and said, man, you look real like relaxed and chill, and like you didn't look nerdy at all, and like that's what we need. We need to like, you know, break those sort of like stereotypical like tropes about how nerds are and people that play with toys and shit. Like he looked like a regular, cool, down to earth dude. You know, he represented himself in the community really well, I thought, you know? So
right.
That's what we need, man. I cut you off to say that whole shit, but maybe that was what you were going to say.
That's all I'm saying is that, you know, when the hobby is, you know, kind of about to take its you know, it hopefully will have its time in the spotlight in a larger avenue pretty soon. We need representatives like that, like Johnny Woo, and you know, hopefully what we're trying to do here at A.C.B.A. and present this hobby in a positive light. We don't need, you know, like, why you want to be like against that? I don't know.
What is there to be against, man? Listen, if at some point we got to be real with ourselves. If you're in a situation where you feel like you're not getting your just desserts, or your work is not getting recognized and shit like that, like, yo, put in, you just got to keep putting in work. You just got to keep getting your name out there and figuring it out, and figuring shit out, and figuring out how social media works. If the bane of your existence is the fact that you didn't get likes on your fucking toy photo, yo, just something's fucking wrong with you. That's it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how else to put it. If that's what it is, if that's what you beefing about, if that's what you upset about, is that people don't like your shit, like, yo, you got bigger problems to worry about then. You know what I'm saying? So listen, I'm having the time of my life. I'm just trying to continue to have fun and play with my toys and play with my friends that I like. That's it. That's
all of that is to say that we're not going to do the What to Grind On segment this week, because we're approaching our 100th episode, and that's going to bring about some big changes, and that's definitely going to change the way we do the What to Grind On segment moving forward. So basically, we're getting ready for a big relaunch of that, and when we do that, we want to do it right. So no point to really half-ass it right now, and just come correct when the time is right.
And What to Grind On is happening every single day in the A.C.B.A. group anyway. And again, 10 years almost. Whoever's out there has, you know, been the group has been their home at some point, no matter how, and it's 6 degrees of separation, no matter what, no matter how you see it, no matter what. And every group that followed, they followed because A.C.B.A. was first. Like, that's just what it is. That's the reality of it. And every single day, people are grinding in a group, and new artists are being cultivated, and new talent is emerging, and people are sharing tricks and tips and tactics, and it's a wonderful thing. It's wonderful to see, and like I talked about a couple of episodes back with a lot of people showing their BTS on Instagram and showing video, and like, yo, that's great. It's all of that is tools for teaching and for learning, man. It's a great thing, man.
A.C.B.A. has been around long enough that, you know, it preceded the need for have multiple photos for like A, B, and C side. We have to develop that, you know? Where
do you think that comes from? Even people use that terminology on Instagram for a couple of years now. You know what I'm saying? John Connor is the person that actually implemented that into toy photography. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, use me. I have information about where shit originated from, where shit came from. The fucking term vanilla posing, Solid made that up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, like, you know, shit didn't just come out of nowhere. It came out of this community. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, I'm done fucking old man ranting. What we talking about?
We got more Q&A questions coming in. Let's get those popping.
Man, not just that.
I know someone asked earlier, real quick. Sorry, Ray. Just real quick. Somebody asked, I forget who you are. I'm sorry, you're really far up. But somebody asked if the GameStop Turtles are going to be restocked, the 1990 movie Turtles from NECA. And that's a big yes on that. They will be restocked.
10-4, good buddy.
We talked about that a few weeks back. You know, the initial rollout is basically for pre-orders and initial, you know, that initial rollout. But in the coming weeks, I'm sure there'll be a restock. You'll be able to just find it on the shelf. No pre-ordering involved. So yeah, don't pay scalpers.
I just recently went to my first ever experience with a 50/50 GameStop, and my God, it is the most incredible store I've ever been in. My God, I was shocked they didn't have the turtles there. But then the employee was like really well versed in toys and basically told me the same thing you did, that they do expect more of them. They're just not there right now. It seemed like whatever they had was just for pre-orders, and whatever they had left over was people that just didn't pick up, didn't remember, you know, whatever the case may be, but that there was going to be more. And if you can, I highly recommend you go to your GameStop and talk to an employee and ask them where the closest 50/50 store is and take a trip there, because 50/50 stores are fantastic. One of the best experience I've ever had with like toys hunting ever. They had like everything I could imagine at that fucking store. It's unreal.
Well, all right.
Yeah.
Excuse me. What else are we talking about? We're talking about pickups?
Yeah, let's talk about pickups. Yeah, that's right. Well, we get the questions rolling in.
Oh my God, I just realized I didn't explain what a 50/50 store is. It's 50% toys, it's 50% games. That's why it's called 50/50.
There you go.
Yeah, so, yeah.
A little language barrier there, but we solved it. I mean, I'll go first because, you know, to piggyback off that story of the misinformed Captain Marvel fan in the Target hallways, I just found the one Terminator Kenner from NECA. It was the metal mash endoskeleton that has like the light piping in the eyes. It's a pretty cool effect, actually. They did a good job with it because the translucent part is far enough on top of the head where you can shine a light literally directly above it, and it'll pick it up. Like, you don't have to really put it behind. So, you know, if you have it in photos or whatever, you can definitely make that pop. Other than that, it's just your standard Terminator endoskeleton from NECA. Still looking for the Arnold, still looking for the T-1000.
Hey, did you get that, I don't remember if I asked you this, did you get that Terminator from that other company?
Oh, the Great Twins one? No, I mean, I entered a raffle for it, but I didn't win.
Okay.
I haven't really, like, tried to get it either. I just saw that it was an opportunity.
Was it Ed's raffle?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You got my money, but no. No, I mean, I'm not in a hurry to get it. I'm not really, like, actively seeking it out. So I just thought, you know, that would be a fun thing if I did win it. But I want to see it. I haven't really seen any reviews. I kind of want to see how it's like.
Man, I was going to review it too, but I just didn't have the time.
I don't know, because I feel like I have a motorcycle already that is a little easier to find than like the motorcycle. It still looks good, and I think it'll scale better with.
I had them in hand though. You know, obviously, I briefly messed around with them. The likeness wasn't like spot on. It wasn't terrible, but it was just okay. I think the best thing about it was the weapons, the accessories, and stuff like that. You know, it was fine. It didn't really like make my eyes get big. I don't know.
The tailoring looked okay though.
Yeah, you know, it was okay. It was okay.
Material, how did it feel?
Maybe it was just that it wasn't recognizable to everything that we've got out right now and shit. Like it was a weird feeling to look at it and try to like place it with everything else that's out and that we've been collecting. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just.
You didn't get the stand it next to a Mezco just for scale?
No, I didn't get to do any of that though too. So I should have fucking reviewed it, but yeah, when I looked at it, it was at work. Ed had brought it by the office, so I didn't really like, I didn't really get to like get in the bathtub with it and shit,
Put her on a little rubber duck.
Basically.
Yeah, got a real bubble going,
I'll be bath.
That was good, actually.
All right.
What did you get, Rick?
Yeah, go ahead, Rick.
Oh yeah, I got fucking Mafic Spider-Man. Come on.
Nice.
What an incredible figure. Highly recommend everyone get it.
There's nothing else to talk about. That's it. That's it.
No, I also got, thankfully, thanks to Todd, I got a Mystique. I wasn't awake, like I said, when that pre-order went up. I showed up like 3 hours late, and I clicked the link, and it just was not going down. It was letting me add to cart, and it was doing oh, your cart is empty every time I was adding to cart. So if it wasn't for Todd, I'd probably be a few months away from getting a Mystique, because I would have taken my time with it. I'm not like in the biggest press to get that character. You know what I mean? So thanks to Todd on that one. What else did I get? Oh yeah, I randomly was on eBay the other day. God, this is like the most Rick thing to purchase. I was on eBay the other day, and I was just randomly searching King of the Hill, and I ran across a King of the Hill script for like $12, and I just bought it.
Oh my god, are you serious?
Yeah, it was $12.
Fuck. Where was I?
Yeah, somebody keeps putting up King of the Hill scripts for super cheap, and I just actually lost an auction that had like the 100th episode script, and then somebody had like 150th episode script, and somebody had a script that had like character drawings on it that like went for a stupid amount of money.
Yeah, that's the script with the storyboard and stuff, right?
Yeah, it had the storyboard on it, had like pictures of Bobby drawn on it, and like that character that was picking up shit that was voiced by Brad Pitt.
That guy.
Yeah, that one went for like a bunch of money, and I was like, man, fuck, I really wanted this.
I have one of those for Dragon Ball Z. It's the one where Vegeta he hid the Dragon Balls on Namek, and then he went back to get him. That's the one I have. It's like one of my favorite things in my Dragon Ball collection, just because it's so like obscure and weird. And
that's such a like, you know what's crazy is that when I think back on episodes as a kid that I remember well, it's that one.
Yeah, the poop one.
The intensity on Vegeta's face.
Oh, we're talking about.
To go back,
poop at the King of the Hill.
No, I was up in
I was like, oh yeah, the poop one. Yeah, that's a pretty cool one, I guess. Rick, whatever.
no, it was that episode of Dragon Ball, man. Like I very like vividly remember that episode in Vegeta's face of like fucking anger and being so desperate to get the fucking Dragon Balls back. And just fucking running around everywhere for it. I remember that like really, really vividly for some reason.
I actually have it right here. Rare appearance. I'm about to turn on my cam so I can use my room. It's a fucking but
look at that room.
I got it right here.
Well, oh my god, that's how their scripts look?
Yeah,
shut the
sick.
fuck up, man.
Crazy.
No way. That is so fucking sick. And it's all in Japanese.
Of course.
Oh my god, yeah, fuck you, English. You're a dead language. We're all gonna be speaking Chinese pretty soon, friend. Wow, man, that's so fucking dope.
Yeah, I really love this thing. It's super cool.
I am peanut butter and jealous. I'm big time jealous right now. And you know, since we're out here showing off scripts, it's game time. Yeah,
oh shit!
Look at this, my god! Wow,
my hair lady.
Damn.
My hair lady. This is where fucking this is where Bill is like a fake gay man.
Yeah,
and he's like chewing people's hair. Yeah, this episode is the shit. They got like little write-ups on it and whatnot. This was so dope. One of the best purchases of the year. This was a solid $12, man.
Incredible.
Yeah. Man, now I'm gonna have to track down a Dragon Ball script.
What a great purchase. So I didn't find this. I found it on like a Japanese auction site.
Hell yeah!
For the savvy out there, you'll know what I mean.
Oh yeah, I know exactly what you mean, friend.
But that was super. So that's basically all you got. You got like the best King of the Hill merch ever, and then that. And then
yeah, I got the fucking Mafic Spidey, that King of the Hill script, and that Mystique, which I think Todd right now is like on some sort of trip or something like that, and I'll pay him for that and get it shipped whenever he's home. So yeah.
Oh yeah, Boog, what about you? Did you get anything this week?
Just Spidey. I think that was it. Oh, Mystique. Spidey and Mystique. I think that was it.
Hell yeah.
Well, no, I'm lying. I got well, what was that? Well, I wasn't with y'all last week. I got those little Hiya Toys DC video game. What game is that? Yeah, the Injustice Superman and Batman. I like halfway reviewed them, and I got frustrated halfway through when I was trying to swap out one of Superman's heads, and I just stopped. I need to go back and finish it up. I got it like halfway done. I reviewed both of them together in one video, basically. So I'll get it up this week, hopefully. But
those are small, right?
Yeah, they're 3/4 inch. Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't think any of you would care about them.
That's a big no from me, dog.
I actually have some 3/4 inch stuff coming in from BBTS soon. Hopefully, it's like it's like their own like homegrown brand, but they're like future soldiers, and they're coming with those big ass mechs and stuff.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, okay. Soldiers back at it again.
Yeah, those things look super cool, and like
yeah, they look interesting for sure.
You get a pack of 5 for like $50.
You know, a lot of times people forget how fun it is to display with 3/4 inch stuff, and like
yeah, you know, get a lot of shit going.
You know, yeah, you could get a lot of fun, big little displays done. You know, so
yeah, you can do like just have those dudes in like the foreground or like in the background. They work perfectly. Like if you just have like a really long display, or you know, simulate some depth and stuff, you get those guys back there. It's perfect. Like, great.
Yep, I agree.
So for me, I didn't really get much. I got that Captain Marvel figure. GameStop was like, it was 25% off collectibles. Then it stacked on any other discount that you had, whether if it was like a coupon or whatever. So I got that Captain Marvel, and I got the blue Psycho Ranger, like I think that's the last thing, or one of the last things, like the last Power Ranger, you know, Saban era Power Ranger stuff that they're going to release now that, you know, Power Rangers owned by Hasbro. So I got the blue Psycho Ranger. I got the red one at a con. I think Rick and I talked about it last week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just waiting on the black one to release, if they do release them. Like, hopefully they do, but who knows? And then I got my Turtles. I had I finally got a chance to pick up my Turtles, and because of the sale and the 5 I put down on them already, they were like $10 each. It was crazy. So I got all 4 of them for like $45.
Damn, you be coming up with these GameStop fucking loopholes, bro.
I've been in the game too long to
no doubt
to not know the ins and outs. If I didn't, I'd be disrespecting myself, honestly. so yeah, I'm super stoked on them. I kind of had like a moment where I was like, do I really want to buy these right now? Because, like, you know, I already have the Comic-Con ones, and I was like, oh, these will be cool to like keep on ice, or at the very least, like, at least the faces on these aren't fucked up like the other ones. But yeah, that's basically all I got for that. I did end up, this isn't something I bought, but I ended up finishing like these 2 customs I was working on. I never do customs. I usually do like kit bashes, and I dress stuff up, and but like I've never really done customs before. But since I got that 3D printer, I've kind of been fucking with the idea. So I finished like a I showed off like this stupid fucking shaggy SH Figuarts custom I was doing. Like, I've been talking.
Hey, it's not stupid, man.
I've been talking about that for like for a little bit, and then I finally finished it. I'll actually screen share right now.
Oh yeah, do that.
So here it is. I 3D printed the head. It's kind of hard to see because of the light, but I 3D printed the head and stuff. It looks pretty cool. I do like it. I did finish it. And then one of the bigger things I finished.
That's not bad.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Was
show him the real thing, man. Show him the real boy.
That's it. I did a fucking Scooby-Doo.
Unreal.
Like out of this Dragon Stars.
My God.
Virus. 3D printed the head, and I painted it. I've never really done anything like that before. Like I've never like 3D printed. No, I've never like painted anything or customized anything. So I was watching like a bunch of like tutorials on how to use like an airbrush and really studying up on it, and then like, you know, sanding all the joints to avoid like paint rub, and like and then sealing everything on like a matte sealer and stuff like that. So I was pretty stoked on how those came out. So that's really that's basically
what percentage of power did you have to conjure to make that shaggy head sculpt?
Oh, for a mere mortal like me, I had to use a pretty large amount, but but yeah, I'm super stoked. The funny thing about that is I posted that shaggy custom on my Instagram right here. And if you look at my Instagram, like the numbers on my Instagram is like 230, like 3, 1, high 2s, 2, 3, and then 4, which I was pretty stoked about. Like my Scooby got 4, and I was like, wow, that's fucking awesome. Like I never get numbers like this. And this fucking shaggy is at like 1,800 right now. This is
oh Jesus!
It's like the most like shit on my entire page, and it's a fucking shaggy dead meme figure. But yeah, a lot of people thought that was really funny, and it was a cool like learning experience for making like customs and stuff. Like I said, I'm not a customizer, but it was fun to take on that project.
Looks great, man. Great job.
Appreciate it. But that's basically it. Let me go ahead and scrub to see if there's maybe one more question.
Yeah, I was actually going to bring it up because a bunch of people were talking about it in chat. Army Alpha's Kickstarter is still going on, and I think they're in the, I want to say the 60% funded.
Oh shit.
Army Alphas, if you guys remember, was from Cryptid Toys, maybe over like almost 2 years ago now. They had a Kickstarter for like blank bodies, like male blanks, female blanks, you know, army builders basically, which went up for a little bit, but then the creator themselves like took it down without it even really starting to get funded because they wanted to rework it. So they reintroduced it, you know, to their credit, and it looks a lot better. They have a lot of you know, new stuff going on, and blank bodies as well as like, you know, goons and thugs, like, you know, like army guys, like SWAT guys kind of stuff.
Yeah, they downsized a lot on what they originally had out. They kind of like did like a laser focus on a certain type, and that's what they're putting out. Just crazy smart.
Yes. So now there's a bunch of weapons too. Like it looks like a pretty promising Kickstarter. So if you're looking for blank bodies and army builders, it's definitely something you should be interested in. And like someone like you who just made that shaggy out of what, a body coon?
Yeah,
you know?
body coon.
Blank bodies are hot to put clothes on right now.
So hot right now.
Really? Damn male blanks.
But yeah, they got 12 days to go. They're a little bit over 2/3 their way to go.
What was the goal?
So we can talk about it.
What was the goal?
It's $60,000.
Oh, that's not a lot.
They're 41,000 right now, so they're doing pretty well. And like we've seen with other Kickstarters, like the last couple of days is like that final push, and then everybody is like, oh shit, I better get on this. So hopefully that's what happens. We'll bring it up next week too, because next week will be the last day I think we can talk about it before, because their campaign will end before our next podcast coming out.
Right.
But yeah, that's basically
Shout out Army Alphas. Support it if you have the extra money too, because why the fuck not? 6-inch scale army builders. Come on.
Yeah.
Let's get it together.
Joe Zock asks, "Did you sand your 3D prints?" I sure did. Boom. That's what you got to do.
Yeah. What did you do with the? Because you know, I saw that you painted the Scooby, so I was wondering, did you sand all those joints too? Did you just say fuck it because it was an airbrush? Was it easier not to have to sand because it would just go on so thinly?
Well, I sanded almost everything with a pretty high grit. Like I started with like a, I don't know, maybe like a 300-400 grit, and then I went to like a 2500 grit, and I mostly just focused around the joints because I just keep on hearing horror stories of like paint rub and all that stuff. But I just played it safe with this. So I sanded everything pretty much. But yeah, like I've been fucking around with this airbrush. I did do something you really like, Rick. I painted my Super Saiyan 1 Gohan. I painted his hair like gold, like old Super.
Dude, when I saw it, I fucking lost it, man. I think I immediately asked, "Who the fuck did this?" And then you said, "Me."
Me, man. That's me, baby.
Dude. You've been talking about this for so long. The nostalgia when I seen that fucking gold hair was like unreal. It was as if I was eating Dunkaroos, man.
Uh-oh. I did my Vegeta like that too. That was a little harder because I had to mask off his like actual face, because the Gohan, all his hair is separate from his face, so I didn't have to worry about getting paint on his face. But
oh yeah, the Vegeta, you have to like that little McDonald's M.
Yep, that's it. McDougal's up in here.
Yeah, little McDowell's on there. Yeah,
McDowell's. That's right. Shit.
McDowell's.
I'm thinking of my man in chat, McDougal. But I guess one last question that will be a cool segue into what we were talking about earlier. Somebody asked how we all met. I want to give you guys a cool little preview of what's coming in Podcast 100. Like Fabio said earlier in the show, we're coming up on almost 100 episodes of the A.C.B.A. podcast. Pretty big milestone. And we're planning something special for that podcast. It's obviously we're gonna talk about news and stuff like that, but we want to take that podcast to really talk about just like reminisce on stuff like the birth and the spread of A.C.B.A. and the birth and the spread of the podcast and just.
Hey, you know what else I got this week? I got my Black Panther replaced. I forgot about that. Sorry. They sent me a new one, and I sent back the one that was like kind of wonky. So I was happy about that. But go ahead, Pete. Sorry.
Yeah, so we're gonna be talking about all that stuff. We'll definitely talk more in depth about how like all of us, as in the cast members, have met each other and stuff like that. But the general consensus of how we all met is just through A.C.B.A. man. We joined the group.
And look at that. How often do I say that shit on my channel when I'm just shooting the shit and talking over displays and stuff like that? I say the most wonderful thing about all of this is the relationships, is building those relationships with people and just chopping it up with people that you may have only known for a couple years, but it feels like you've known them for so long because you share such. Because you guys share a hobby and you're both so passionate about that hobby that it's like you could talk about that all day, every day with that person and shit. So and then obviously as that progresses, you guys start to get into real life shit and talk about real life shit and talk about your kids and this and that and like, yo, we literally global with this shit right now. Like you got friends that you could contact in Australia or United Kingdom or wherever, and you talk with these people every day, and you always gotta look at the time zones of different places to know when you could hit up one of your buddies that's in the Philippines or whatever. Like that shit is tremendous. That's an amazing thing. How could you be mad about that? How could you like try to like make that into something negative? Like, you understand? Like that's wonderful. Those relationships are wonderful.
It's always so crazy when people hit me up and they're like, dude, we should take a trip to we should take a trip here. We should take a trip here. And the first thing and they always think that like I'm making some shit up. The first thing I would say is like, oh, dude, if we do go there, I'll hit up blank and we can go hang out with him. I know him through A.C.B.A. And they're like, dude, how do you fucking know someone everywhere? Is like the first thing they always say. Like, how do you know someone in New York and in Australia and in London and in fucking Brazil? And like, how is this possible? And it's just, you know, it's a gateway to everything when you're in A.C.B.A. So, you know, take the positives from it all.
Oh yeah. So we'll definitely be touching about that in depth. A lot of us have linked up in real life, those of us on the show and stuff like that. So we'll definitely be speaking on that. My particular story is like a crazy story full of twists and turns of unexpected circumstances.
and get ready for like such a sweet and very embarrassing moment. We're all gonna pull up our first ever A.C.B.A. post and show you how fucking shit we were. That's gonna be dope. We're all gonna pull out the first one. Mine looks like a fucking train wreck.
I would actually like that.
Yeah, you know what's funny?
You can barely see what's in the fucking shot.
Ed, I don't know what he was thinking, but he bumped one of my shots from like 2011 in a group the other day, and it was so. It wasn't even that it was embarrassing, but I knew that it was gonna like make people start like keep commenting on it and this and that. So I erased it. I kind of wish I didn't erase it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Hide your shame.
That's it.
It wasn't that I was embarrassed. I just didn't want that shit to be a sideshow and like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
yeah, I get it.
Oh, this is the real book, huh?
Right.
I always knew this was your quality of work, man.
Shit had mad cutouts in it though, but it was awful.
All right, you guys want to do plugs and get out of here?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I ain't got no plugs. Let me say this one thing. I think there might be like 10 sets left or something like that of the sample cutout pack that we put out. I'm sure most of you people already have most of the cutouts in this pack, but when you purchase the set, it's only $10 and you're automatically entered into a raffle to win the SH Figuarts Hulk, a set of flight stands, and a foodie pack. So those three things, what's that valued at? I don't know, over $100, $125 or some shit like that. So 10 will get you 125 maybe. But yeah, we were just trying to finish those out. So again, if you want to just get a set just so you get a chance to try to win that prize package, that's cool. I'm also going to be giving away the Ultimate Riders Deadpool pack, I think, on my Instagram and some other things. And we are in the infant stages of planning the next world tournament right this moment too. So that's all I got to talk about. That's it.
Yeah. Fabio, what about you?
Oh, you know, call me Colonel Crackers. I'll be around. Hit me up on Instagram and subscribe to my YouTube. I got some stuff I'm working on that will probably be posted there. Some I don't know, things of different nature. I wanted to kind of like get back to basics, and especially for people on Reddit who don't really have there's a lot of like new people joining the Reddit that are just kind of new to A.C.B.A. in general, and I kind of want to take the reins on like leading the Reddit A.C.B.A. community and like just what do how start
where do we are we
I think people think it's a lot more complicated than it really is, and I just want to get back to basics and just do a couple little like maybe tutorial style stuff, seaside stuff. That's it. Just Colonel Crackers. Go do it.
Rick, what's the move?
Let me tell you something, Poncho, and the rest of the cast and the rest of the audience. You can follow me on Instagram at rickdom2345, where I'm posting the hottest of King of the Hill shirts.
They had us in the first half, not gonna lie.
Sneaker related things. Yeah, that recent King of the Hill shirt I got was absolute bananas. Can you guys remember Big Dog? How funny was that? I cannot believe Big Dog did a parody King of the Hill shirt, but guess what? I own it now. No one else does. It's just me. Woo!
Woo!
Yeah. I don't know. I have been messing around more on the table. I posted it the other day on Plastic and Paint. So I don't know. I'm kind of juggling with the idea of just creating an Instagram for toys, but then I'm just like, man, is this like too far gone? That I just do it all on one page? I don't know. Give me your input.
Yes, send Rick an email.
Send me an email at www.bazinga.biz. And, you know, let me know. Oh, shout out to McDoog86 who just followed me. Thank you, sir. And Brian Broussard. Wow. What an incredible group of fellas. Guess who's hitting the follow back?
Uh-oh.
This guy. Just because you did it while I'm live on air.
Boom. That's it.
Beautiful. Yeah. So you know where to follow me. I'll be there. Who fucking knows?
Hell yeah. Real quick, Bug. Somebody has a question for cutouts. Are all the packs different, or do they all come with the same cutouts?
They vary a little bit.
Okay.
Sorry, I mean Reese's.
That's it. That's what it's all about. That's what A.C.B.A is all about. Just eating the Reese's. So. You can find all my shit at Pancheesy. You can go to my Instagram, follow me there. I usually post a lot of stories about my weirdo customs and just the dead memes I'm 3D printing right now. And if it's not dead memes, it's Dragon Ball stuff. Speaking of Dragon Ball stuff, I'm still shipping auras, working through those waves. Like I posted about earlier this week, there's a slight delay just because work was took the front seat once again, unfortunately. And that's where we're at. But I'm still shipping them. Keep an eye out for your tracking number as well. As always, hit me up if you're curious about where you are in the queue. And that's basically it for this week. Will, you want to take us out?
As always, rate, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, peace.
Bye, everybody.